Welcome back. Today we're going to be filming another episode on the ZO6 project. We're going to be doing the prep work on the rear quarter panel and the rear bumper. Not too much prep work, like I said, they're brand new parts, so we're just going to be scuffing the stuff down and painting it. I'm going to be putting some adhesion promoter on the new quarter panel. The rear bumper is already primed, so we'll just be scuffing it. It's pretty much ready to paint after that. We got a beautiful day in Atlanta, 95-degree day, hot. Be a good day to do the paint work. Here we go, get this stuff going. We're going to be sanding this rear quarter with some 500 grit water sandpaper. We'll be scuffing it up. And then we're going to be I'm going to spray this rear quarter with some adhesion promoter to make the paint stick. The rear bumper, I'm painting this up, but the rear bumper is already primed, so we won't have to do that on it. New parts are always a plus. It's not a whole lot of, I guess what you'd say, real easy, real hard prepping on it. Scuff this down. We're going to be ready to paint in no time. This is a pretty easy deal. I'm just going to actually water sand the actual main surface, and then what I'll do is get a 3M Scotch-Brite pad and go in the jam and around the inner, where the door jam is, around the wheel well, and where the vent's going to pop in for the rear brake cooler. Just scuff that down with the paint stick better instead of going in the water sand all of it. That's just going to water sand the flat surface. Right off, we'll get an air blower and go back and get it good and dry. And like I said, I'll go back with red Scotch-Brite 3M pad to scuff the actual inner structure of it. We got our red 3M scuff pad. We're going to go inside the jam where the chocolate jam is right here, scuff it up real good. And make sure she's got something for the paint to stick to. Make sure the surface and prep real good. How quick that goes. That panel's already prepped for paint. We'll be spraying adhesion promoter on this panel. Like I said, the bumper's already primed, so we don't have to do that. But as you look at if you look at the texture of it now, you can tell it's prepped well, sanded pretty good. Should be more than enough for the paint to stick. Not have any issues with it. I'm actually going to go with the rear bumper with the 800 grit too. Just scuff it down also. New parts are always a plus. It's easy to do it. Like I said, I love using new stuff, like especially these GM factory cars. You don't have to worry about the fit and quality or nothing like that. It's an easy deal. Bolt it on and go. It's just like factory. What we'll do is with that red Scott, the 3-inch Scotch right there, we'll go back in over the tail lights insert. Just all the tight crevices, we'll go back and use that instead of trying to fit the wet sandpaper in there and just block. When you're doing this, just bear down. You don't have to bear down too hard, but like I said, you just want to scuff up the surface. Sometimes when you're doing this, you got to be careful. You feel like you get grit on your hands, just so they can get under the sandpaper. You feel that rough. You can dip it in the water. Make sure you get the actual sandpaper rinsed off real well. If not, what you do, put gouges in the bumper or whatever panel you're messing with. Also, y'all might be wondering why I'm saying this is pre-primed. Why it's pre-primed, I don't have to do anything to put on this bumper. If you look at the back side, you can tell it's the actual black plastic they make the bumper out of. So GM did go ahead and spray us a coat of good primer on this stuff, which basically just scuff it, spray your base coat on it, and then, like I said, spray your clear on it from there, and you're pretty much in action. But we're pretty much done with the prep of this stuff. It's not, like I said, it's not very hard when you're using all brand new stuff. All right, I'll let it mix up some soap and water. I'm gonna take our mitt. And just wash over this whole bumper. That way you get all residue off. And we'll go back. Probably get a rag, some kind of rag, and dry it off. And like I said, we'll air dry it after that. And then we're pretty much ready to paint after that. I've been doing this stuff off and on for probably 20 plus years. My dad's on a body shop since I was little, and I just kind of grew up into it, and it's just been one of those things. Cars. I just didn't want to do the paint and body work full time, so what I did was actually got away from that, started messing with cars, but I actually opened up a used car dealership. Like I said, we're starting to really tinker with these projects like this, and I hope you guys are enjoying this, and maybe hope you learn some too. All right, now we got the surface good and dry. We're just going to go like we did on the rear quarter. We're going to go in on real tight crevices. We're just going to go with our 3-inch Scotch-Brite pad and rough up this stuff, just like a quarter panel. I love these Scotch-Brite pads. They're quick and easy for getting these tight spots. They're a lifesaver. They've been out a long time, but I love them. They're a lifesaver. Can't ever do it too much either. Like I said, I like to be better safe than sorry. I don't want to paint till it's flaking off. right here where that Corvette sits in. That little edge is hard to get in there with the water sandpaper, so I'll go in here with the Scotch-Brite pad and scuff it up real good. All right, on our rear bumper, as you can see, just like on our quarter pound, it's roughed up, got those marks in it. You can tell it's got a good surface to adapt to the paint. So next thing we're going to do is get the wax grease remover out, wipe this stuff down, spray it off real good, and I'm going to spray this adhesion promoter on this quarter panel. And then after that, we're going to go with the base coat. I pulled the paint coat up in the computer, and there's 5 variants this white, so we're going to pull the paint chips. And we're going to pull the old quarter panel out that's damaged, and where the paint's not messed up, I'm going to use the chips and color match this stuff to the right variants. We got the damaged quarter panel out. I'm going to match these with these paint. These are actually Sikkens Lesson-All paint chips they supply with the paint line. I'm going to use these chips. Like I said, it's got 5 variants, so I'm going to use these chips. And like I said, pick the best variants that matches good. And then what I'm going to do is go mix up a little bit of paint and kind of hand rub it on there just to see what it looks like and kind of dry it and see if it matches good. Alright, we're going to go with this one. This one right here matches about almost perfect. It looks perfect. So I'm going to go mix up a little bit of this, dab it on there, let it dry, and then just look at it, just eyeball it and look at it and see if I think it's the right variants. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn our paint machine on, mix our paint up real good, let it stay and mix for about 4 to 5 minutes. After it mixes good, then I like to mix up a little bit of paint and try it out. Alright, I mixed up a little bit of paint. I'm going to take a little bit, put it on my finger. Like I said, I'm going to just rub it on there, let it air dry for a few minutes. Hopefully this paint will match perfect after it dries, and we'll have a perfect match. We'll have to blend that door like I was talking about earlier. If we do, it'll happen, but I think we'll be able to get by with this. Because like I said, this is a straight white paint. It has no metallic in it. It's just a 2-stage, just a base coat and a clear. So I think we're going to be getting good shape, just panel painting this thing and bolting it back together. All right, I let that base coat dry for a few minutes, and actually I think we got a perfect match. I'm going to grab the camera and actually let y'all look at it. But I actually dabbed some paint right there, and it's a perfect match. You can hardly even tell. It's crazy. So I think we're going to do very well with just panel painting this stuff and bolting it back together. I'm going to be very pleased with it. I didn't really want to paint any more panels than we had to, so I think it's going to be good. All right, I got my dust-free towels. I'm going to take these and some wax and grease remover and wipe over these panels and prep them for the paint. And then what we'll do after that is go over with a tack rag. Get the surface as clean as we can. Spray this stuff off one more time with air before I tack rag it off. So that's what we're doing now. Here it is. Next, we're going to spray the adhesion promoter on the panel, on the quarter panel, and then we're going to start the base coat after that. We're going to put about 3 coats of white on. And then probably 2 to 3 coats of clear, so kind of depending on how the finish turns out as we do the clear. So we call a tack rag. You wipe the panel down with it, get any kind of dust or anything off the panel that make it get trash in the paint when you lay it down. I always avoid letting my fingertips touch this when I'm wiping it down. I just make sure the tack rag's on the surface. That way when my arm touches it, one. He's always in these videos with me. And I just want to let y'all know he had his first baby girl last week. That's why he's not in this video with us. So everybody give him a thumbs up or give him a comment. And congratulate him. All right, guys. I'm spraying some adhesion from over. Then we're going to go back with this white base coat and just spray some clear on this stuff. Take it like a new car. Paint mixed up. We let our paint mix up real well. Now go ahead and put our color in the white. Had a little bit of yellow and a little bit of brown to add to the straight white to get the variance correct. We got it good and stirred up. We've got it reduced and it's ready to spray. I'm about to load it in the gun and we're going to get to the base coat. First coat clear on it. We'll dust a pretty heavy coat on it, see what it looks like, and we'll go back to the second. Make this stuff shine like new money. Our first coat of clear is set in about 15 minutes. I'll go on and put the second coat on, and I think 2 coats will be plenty. The stuff's already looking great, so we're about to throw this second coat on and be done with this stuff. Alright guys, this will wrap up the paint. We'll let this stuff cure overnight. And the next video will be assembling the body panels, getting the body back together.